Welcome back to the Girl Cave. Today I'm going to share with you the layouts that I created using my No Shopping September knockoff kit of Shimelle's Best of Both Worlds September kit. That is a long title. That is a long title. But the important thing is I went through the website and I looked at everything that she purchased for that kit, and I went straight into my stash and picked something quite similar. Maybe not exactly the same, but very similar. And it turned out to be a great success for me. I managed to create 10 layouts, use up 15 sheets of paper completely, and spend absolutely $0, except for maybe the Distress Oxide, but I purchased that in August. But still, technically I bought it for this kit. I'm gonna say that I bought this. That was it. Everything else came from my stash. And she used a stencil, which I did not have, so I used a little stamp. I actually ended up using two. I found this little heart one, and I used this one as well, and I love this page. So let me share with you the 10 layouts that I was able to create. This was the first one. Orange and blue are always one of my favorites, and it has a little bit of green, which picked up on my friend's hat. There's a little bit of that wood grain paper there. Layout number 2, I used up a different wood grain paper, the yellow polka dot, the little hearts. This sticker came from my basket. Very nice layout. I think I've never made a layout using 3 vertical pictures on one page, but I like it. I like the format. Then I have this one. It's just such a happy layout. I know that Shimelle uses a lot of rainbows, and I think this is the first time I've used rainbows in my kits, and it was extremely appropriate for these pictures because they were taken at the Ark Experience. It is a replica of Noah's Ark, and it's built to the same specifications that are found in the Bible. So I thought it was very appropriate to use the rainbow paper. And I just love it. I used some larger die cuts, and there's some little ones in there just to add a little bit of dimension and visual interest, and I'm just very excited about this paper. This is a very difficult thing to do. Use a vertical and a horizontal at the same time. It always ends up looking like an L. I think it turned out really balanced, and I like it. I had a little bit of leftover of this rainbow paper, so I took the little rainbows and I fussy cut them and was able to use them here and there. For this one, Shimelle had another rainbow paper. This is the only rainbow paper that I had, but I took the cue from the color. Hers was more like a mustard yellow. So I thought, you know what, this will work, and it actually did. We stamped the background paper. She used her stencil, and I just used my little stamp. And this was my first try at mixed media ever. And it was a learning experience. This kit that she created is just very generic. There's a little bit of everything. There's rainbows, there's polka dots, there are stripes, there are distressed looking papers, there's wood grain, and that's the perfect way to build a kit, because if you look at my layouts, I was able to do layouts about my friends, about a trip to Noah's Ark, shoes, more friends, family. This was part of that trip to the Ark Experience as well. This was more of a grid format, and I did the background as well. and I used one of the little rainbows that I had fussy cut. Normally I do my grids like they're all closer together, but this one seems to be more, it's more like a gift. It looks like a gift, and well, I don't hate it. It's different, and different is good. Every once in a while you have to do something different. Then we have this one, and I love this portion here. Just, that's beautiful. I wish I had more pictures. I would put them down here because I'm left with this empty spot and it feels empty. It feels naked. It feels like something should be there. So I might go back into my supplies and see if I can find something, or maybe another picture that I could put here. Shimelle used this area to create her title. She had a really large title. I didn't have that, and this was my title right here, Fangirling, and I didn't have anything big to put here. So I'm just gonna go back into my pictures, and I'm sure I can find another photograph to put right here and kind of balance it out. This page just might be my favorite. Just might be my favorite. I love how I did the entire background. There's blue down here, there's a lighter blue down here, then there's stamping everywhere, and just one large picture, and the rest just exploded with die cuts. And they are large die cuts, which is completely out of my comfort zone. I tend to go tiny and close to the picture. I've never done anything in anything this large, and I really love it. Another fun layout, and I use some of my basket items. I use this sticker, these little bows, and those little rosettes. Oh, look at this, they're coming apart. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and hit it with some more adhesive. That'll be an easy fix. I'm gonna pull out my glue and make sure that I do that before I put it away. And then the last one, use the little bit of red that was left over, paper tearing, and really nice. I'm not sure, like, if I had taken that out, I think it would have looked a little bit more balanced, but she had something there, but it worked for her layout. For my layout, I'm not really, I don't know. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm gonna keep it there because it's already there. But I think without this, it would have looked just as good. 10 layouts. I'm gonna leave this one on top because I have to go back and hit those little rosebuds with more glue. And then I want to share with you what I had left over from the kit. I'm not going to put any of this away. At first, I thought I was just going to put everything away and be done with it. Scylla gave me a little gift, which I'm going to share with you in a few minutes. So I think I'm just going to keep it all together and continue playing with it throughout the month of November. I have this, this will be easy to use. I have this larger piece, and the back side is just as beautiful. Look at that back. I have a little bit of the circles, which for Shimelle were rainbows, and the back side of this, that's a very generic kind of faded muted colors. I have this bright orange. I have a little floral tangerine orange. I love the back. It's got like a linen look to it. And then Shimelle also had, Shimelle I think had like 15 papers on her wish list. So I pulled 46 because I didn't have the double-sided paper, so I had to account for side A and side B. But she had 2 striped papers, and she only used the bright one. She never got to use the pale one, or at least I did not see it. So she had a pale stripe, and then this was the B side. She did not use these. She also had in her shopping list This was the A side and this was the B side. These were like very generic backgrounds. They look kind of like a wash, but not use that. She had one paper that had some girly things on the back, and it was like a mustard yellow. I'm not really sure, but I have this one left over. I picked it for the mustard yellow, and just in case I had a little bit of fun things, because I wasn't sure if she was going to use that girly side of the paper or not. Then she had a sheet of paper that had some very primary color phrases, and I wasn't sure she was going to use it for that side or the B side, which the B side was a red paper. I used a red paper that had just straight lines. For her large yellow polka dot paper, I did not have that paper, so I picked the yellow with a larger motif, and just in case I picked one with the sun. And then these were kind of like the B sides of some of her cut aparts, which I should have known that she was going to use it for her cut aparts, but sometimes she uses the B side as well. She'll cut part of it and use the B side, and I wanted to be prepared for anything. I did not cut into this one. I did not cut into the geometric one. As far as wood grain, she had one that was very cartoonish, but it was a lighter, brighter colored wood, and she used it. I wasn't sure where she was going with it, so I threw in quite a few wood grains, and I had this. I used a little bit of this one. I think I used it for my first layout. I used an entire sheet of wood for the one that I used for the shoes, and then I had this one left over. So I had put in different shades of wood grain. And then some B-sides with the dark green and the polka dots, which I don't think she used at all. So those are left over. And there was quite a bit of pink, and I packed some pink, and I should have known. I don't use a lot of pink because, I don't know, I have boys, although lately I've been using a little bit more pink because I've been scrapping about my girlfriends and I had this one because she had some pale blues, so I put that. Here's another wood grain that I packed just in case, and some very generic backgrounds in greens and teals, those oranges. This one has a tiny heart motif. There's more pink, more pink. I packed one pink with a large motif, so I was trying to think small motifs, large motifs, to give me some options. And then for the green, I love this paper actually. I wasn't sure if she was going to use this one or one that had like the little leaves, so I packed this one. And this paper, I honestly, I don't even like this paper, if we're honest. I think this paper should go bye-bye because it's a Christmas paper, but it's very dated. Does it have a year? 2002. Yeah. I might keep it around until the end of the year, and if I don't use it to do some Christmas cards or something, then it's gonna go bye-bye. And as far as the little things, I used up almost half of this little package. Almost half of it. And I used up quite a bit of the little hearts here and there. Like, they go by fast. I still have, obviously, my enamel dots. And then this package, wow, I almost used the entire thing up. So I'm really excited that I'm going to continue working with this kit for another month because I really want to get that out. I did not use any of these hearts because they're translucent, and I don't like the way they get lost unless you have them on white paper. I had pulled this one, didn't even open it, which is fine. For the tags, I didn't open this one because I had 2 sheets of tags, and I used quite a bit of these. That's a good deal. What else? I had pulled these brads, never used them, but again, I'm gonna be working with it for another month. I thought I was going to be able to use these flowers because I only have 3 left, and then the little ones. So they'll just be recycled for this month. And I had pulled out some larger floral dies. These I had gotten from Hobby Lobby when they put their Paper Studio items on 50% off. And there's quite a bit. Then they're really big, which I thought that I would have difficulty using them, but following Shimelle's lead, I kept telling myself, go big, be bold, and I really love the results. So I'm hoping that by working through her process for maybe another month, it'll become a habit, because I really enjoyed it. As far as the tiny words, I use quite a bit in here. I use quite a bit of these. There's some tiny words. I use some of them. I use some tiny labels and a few of the little smiley faces that were there. I never opened this one. And I use quite a few of these. But this booklet, you keep using it and using it and using it, and it's still full. It is still full. So, I mean, how many have I used? I don't think I've used that many. But it's magical. This container, which is one of those, it's a book bin that I had purchased for my classroom a few years ago. I had pulled these 6x6 paper pads and I did not use them, but I'm gonna keep them here for a little bit longer. Oh, I found some white paper. Look at that, they get lost. These are good for journaling. Okay, I'll put those there. So I will continue playing with these. As far as my die cuts, I had 2 of these die cut stacks, and I use quite a bit of them. I'm sad that the cover's coming apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go through it carefully, and the ones that are loose like this, I will put them in my embellishment notebook, which I have sorted by color so that they don't get lost or damaged. And then the sheets that are pretty much complete will stay like that. So this one, I won't take care of it. I won't cut it apart and put it in my notebook, because that's a pretty good size. It can stay there. I have 2 of these and I used both. I really did. This was a good buy. This was a good buy. As I was playing along, my small leftovers I kept in a sheet protector so they wouldn't get lost. So I have like little tiny tags and some of the cut aparts once you cut into the sheet. You know, I didn't want to lose them. I have a little strip that I can't use this side because I cut through the hearts, but look at this, the other side is beautiful. I could probably make banners with those. And then the manufacturing strips, which have a print on the other side. This is absolutely beautiful. I could totally see these 2 being used together for like a full page. Wouldn't that be cute? So I'm keeping that. And I put them all together into a sheet protector so I wouldn't lose them. I still have one little rainbow that I fussy cut. I was also using these stickers as part of my die cuts. And notice I used quite a bit of this. So that would be exciting if I could actually finish using it in the month of November. And this one, I think I only used 1. But this one I used quite a bit. And then this one, I had to put some of the stickers on a sheet of wax paper because they were coming apart. This one by Pink Paisley, I did not enjoy it because I like keeping things together. I like things that are neat, and this was nothing but. All the stickers were flying everywhere. I was afraid I was going to lose them. So I'm gonna continue working with this. I love the colors though. I mean, these are pretty stickers, but they have to do a better job. Come on, you have to do a better job. If this is what your company does, then do a better job, because it costs quite a bit of money. You know, these things get expensive, and I'm sorry, if I'm paying for something, I expect quality. I had also pulled 2 larger paper pads just in case, and I had marked this geometric paper, but I didn't use it. And this one I had pulled aside because I love this floral, and it had that little polka dot. And for this one, I love this side, but I didn't use them. And even though I'm going to continue playing along with Shimelle, and I'm going to go over her August layouts and the October layouts that she's doing right now. So I'm going to look through them and try and follow along with my leftovers and with the following gift that I received from the lovely Scylla. But these 2 I will put away because I have plenty. And these are the goodies that the wonderful Scylla gifted me. I'm so humbled because I've had Scylla and Barb, other wonderful ladies, send me cute little things every once in a while, and it just touches my heart, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm going to take these supplies that she gifted me and incorporate them with what I already have and continue working throughout the month of November. They're going to look absolutely beautiful together. So there's some cute little heart sprinkles, the alpha with that foil look, I love that. A Sweet Story sticker sheet by Maggie Holmes. This will be absolutely the colors just go really well with this. I love this beautiful, beautiful paper. Beautiful paper. Look at the back side. But I really love this. Ooh, and I see that they have the whole 12 sheet. I love when they do them. I think she had this one in the September kit. Yes, this one was from the September kit. So I can use some of these. And this background is very cute as well. This was also from her September kit. I really love this paper. I might use it for this side. I really like that. We have this one, and Scylla also gave me this paper, and look, don't they go well together? They go really well together. This one is by Photo Play, and this one is Simple Stories, but come on, that's a very Halloween theme. I love this. Just love the top of the tags and some journaling areas. Beautiful. The big polka dots on the yellow background. Very fun. A map paper. This is by Paige Evans. Wow, that's beautiful. And look at that background. The rainbow paper, which I was afraid Shimelle was going to use this paper, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to paint my own rainbow because I don't have this. So now I do. And look at that beautiful wood grain. I think she used the B side for that. That is very beautiful. The hearts, which I had, mine were a little smaller, so now I have this one as well. And look at these. These are little paw prints. That would be cute to do a page for my grand cat or my grand dog. Here's that bright stripe with the beautiful polka dot. I love this color. I really love this color. I love this paper. And this is the rainbow paper. I love the scale of them, and I love the calm background. I really like it. And then here's the other rainbow paper, which, remember, I didn't have the yellow, I didn't have the gold rainbow background, So I just used one that had circles, but it worked. It worked really, really well. Look at them. Even though this is not a 12-inch manufacturing strip, you could totally cut that out. That is cute. Unless there's one on the back side. Nope. There's two. So I could cut this little piece and that little piece. That would be cute. Yay, pajamas all day. That's my life right there. I could probably use that for a page. Another striped paper with the blue grid. And this by Heidi Swap, perforated cardstock. This is interesting. I wonder how this could be used. I might have to play with this. Thank you, Scylla. I have a few videos planned for the month of November, and you do not want to miss them. They have to do with 30 days of gratitude. They're not going to be 30 videos because I have learned something about myself. I cannot commit to something that takes longer than a week. Like, I can't, because the squirrel and me can't focus for 30 days on the same thing. I just can't do it. So it's gonna be 30 days of gratitude, but I'm gonna break it into maybe 2 or 3 videos, 4 at the most, because I just can't. But come back and you're going to enjoy it. Also, I'm still trying to come up with a list of possible Christmas gifts, holiday gifts that you would like to receive that are scrapbooking related. Leave me a comment below as to what are you going to put on your wish list this year. Come back again next week because we're going to keep playing with this kit and we're going to be doing our 30 days of gratitude. Bye.